What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Really do appreciate you being here. Now, if you are new here, I'm Chris and I'm building a business that suits my lifestyle. Now, over the last, 143 weeks, it has been a journey to build what is just the start of really what I want in the long run. However, it's been a crazy journey to get here. I've been documenting this to help show you what I do, why I do it, but also, I'm just documenting as I'm learning and growing and building this business. And hopefully you can gain something from that as well. Now, this week has been an interesting week. Coming off my best week ever last week, starting this week was really exciting because obviously I was motivated. I was pumped after seeing some really, really good results. This week was just back to average, nothing special. However, there's been a lot happening in the business, ranging from delisting another 500 items all the way up to actually purchasing my biggest purchase that I've ever done for the business and processing the most items that I've ever processed before. So very exciting stuff, but there's a lot of other things that I'm working on as well, such as changing the way that I'm managing some of my categories and changing some of the data and the way that I'll be tracking that to help me with decision making as I go forward. Of course, if you do stick around, I do also have the progress for the week and all the updates around that. You can see that at this timestamp. So there's a lot to cover. I'm going to bring you along for the journey. Let's dive in. All right, so starting off the week, coming off last week where I delisted about, I think it was about 1,500 media items. This week was the focus of doing the books. Now, the books, there was about 500 items, give or take, and I delisted them as well and starting to really just bring out the shelving and start to take that down. It's been a lot harder than the media simply because they're heavier and they take up more space than the media items do. So that's been a bit of a challenge. Not fully there yet, but we're getting there and hopefully not much longer. All right, team, packaging is all done. Not going to print off yet in case we get some more sales, but we're going to start on the books now. So the plan here is we've started to pull out certain sets and bundles. So I'm putting all the Anne together, all the Raymond together, started to put like these together, etc, etc. We're going to do the two back shelves on the wall, and the idea is that I'm going to either sell them off as bundles, like lots of certain author, or I'm going to be selling them off to some people that I've already had some conversations with. Otherwise, then they will just be as one big, whatever's left over will just be, if anyone wants to purchase some books kind of thing. So yeah, that's what we're going to start on now, and then I don't know if we'll get to consolidating today, but it's really, I'm unlisting what Carla's putting them into bundles, and then I'll be, that will be that part done. A little nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie. This does scare me when I unlist this much from the store, but I think it's for the best. What do you reckon, babe?
I think it's for the best too.
She's just telling me what I want to hear. She's like, come on already. All right, team, wish us luck. We'll check in a little later. It's all happening. All right, team, just going to turn this light on because it's a bit too dark. Sensor turned off. All right, so you already know this, we've already done all this. I've got a whole bunch of books in here now, all from out here. Carla's now just going through and putting together in a neat order all the bundles that I've created. Some of these are in like hardcover, some of them are like movie novels, some of them are like Anne of Green Gables. We've got stuff of manga, we've got Goosebumps and scary stuff, we've got Del Toro, we've got Stilton, we've got Alfred Hitchcock, just basically making up the little bundles, and then I'm going to go through the process of either relisting them as big bundles, selling to some people in my community, or figuring out what's next steps for those because they are worth something. And then the rest has been pulled out, which is about 1, 2, 3, 4 tubs, and then all of this, once we've pulled out all the Star Wars and stuff, they will be then next. So while Carla's doing that, I'm going to start printing off all the goods for the packages. It's never a dull day. All right, team, all done. We are cooked bunnies. That's just all post, legit, all post. That's the most post I've ever done. Crazy. And things are looking pretty empty in here. Done some shuffling. I tell you, I feel like I'm starting from zero again. It's weird. So much room for activities, babe. Woohoo! She's happy. And look at all the stock. Woo! Alright, we're out of here, folks. Back here early tomorrow for a 350 kilo lot of clothing. That's about 1,000 items. So big changes are coming. Aren't they, babe? Big changes.
Big changes are coming.
The next thing was, in doing so, while doing all this, I'm still trying to grow the business and obviously still trying to scale. And I've actually had my biggest purchase to date in terms of purchasing a wholesale lot. And that came through on Tuesday. I haven't actually been able to pick it all up because I couldn't collect it all at the same time, but I got about 60 to actually probably about 70% of it, which was around 680 items. So went through those, processed those, got them ready to go out for washing. You can see it all in this next part of the video, and been able to just start to work through all those different items, which is exciting and should cover me all the way up until hopefully the end of the year. I might need a top up though. So what does this look like? Well, from a proportion size, this is about 8 times since my first order. So when I did my first order, this is about 8 times the size and the value of that. So that's only since January. I've been doing clothing since January, and being able to go not all in, but double down and triple down has obviously made a huge difference, and it's working, and that's why I've continued to come back to it. Howdy folks, it is Tuesday. We're back in the shop. Things are looking pretty bare in here. We've got Carla running the show over there. So I've actually just picked up, not all of it actually, because I couldn't fit it all in the car, but part of the 350 kilos of clothing. I'm actually been sorting it. I just had one of my clients here, or one of my customers here, actually getting some of the stuff already. But this is what it looks like, just unwrapped. Like, as you can see, it's just all over the place. We've got North Face, we've got shirts, we've got button shirts, we have all that kind of stuff. This is pretty cool. Getting this prepped for washing, and then all of this is just shorts, and all of this is tees, and I still have more shorts under there, and then I still have 3 more, which would be about 150 kilos I still have to collect. Couldn't fit in the car, and that's all jeans and more shirts. So this is basically the final hoorah before Christmas, before I go away. And yeah, it's all happening, folks. It is all happening. So we will see how this goes. Probably about 1,000 items once we're done, I think. So I'm going to have a lunch break. I've been sorting this since about 10:30, and yeah, I'm going to do a pick, pack and post a little bit later as well. Woo! Oh, and some denim shirts too. All right, we have sorted all of the clothes. We finished off doing the shorts as well. As you can see here, we've got Nikes and Adidas and everything in between. Everything's all bagged up. Flat laid some bunch of it, and then over here, because I've cleared out all this space, we've got, this is all getting picked up Thursday morning, and then rest of the week will be basically rephotoing some of these bundle books. We've got to do a video call with someone to sell off some of the books as well, and then yeah, just back to routine, I guess. So anyway, it's been a long day. It's 4 o'clock now. It's time to go home, and hey, it's nacho night. Woohoo! Ciao. As you would have seen in some of the videos, we've been processing a lot of it, storing it and putting it all out, flat laying it. What this actually means is I actually go through and I have to process it in terms of actually sort, count, and understand what have I got there, how much quantities I've got there, and what needs to be washed. Now I wash everything unless it's new for tags, because if I don't want to take tags off to obviously put through the washing machine, but if it's pre-owned, it goes through the washing process. So basically getting those ready into the different types of clothing categories, and that gets picked up and then taken out for washing. Morning folks, it is Thursday, and we are taking the laundry out to get picked up, and then coming back and doing the usual stuff. So we've got shirts, tees, denim going out, and shorts. So let's rock and roll. Now, as I did allude to at the start, we are making some changes to the storage unit. So once the books do come out, I will be putting in the, some more racking in the main unit, and that's where the clothing will start to double down. And it's going to make skewing and picking so much easier, just because I only have to do it from one unit. And then the next focus is to bring in the clothing and get this so it's full of clothing, actually. That's the plan. So let's do it. but at the same time, there's still a few little juggling things I have to do. I have to arrange the books and media that I am keeping. I have to arrange the electronics that I'm doing as well, and little things like that. So still quite a lot of bit of work to do. And then hopefully from next week, I'll be beginning the training for my worker while I'm away. Now, one of the other things which I was actually kind of inspired by Drew's recent video, I'll chuck this up on screen. I think he's going to be doing a more dedicated video for it, but he did a live stream talking about, how to really visit some of the data around your business and actually do a deeper dive. Now, I've always tracked data. If anyone knows, I do have my reseller spreadsheet, which enables me to be able to track things in a lot of detail, but I've started to dive down a bit more and break down the categories into a lot more of a niche aspect. So at the moment, usually I track it, just with jeans or clothes or electronics, books, video games, toys, media like DVDs, CDs, and VHS and things like that. But I've now actually changed that, and you'll see a good example of that when we do go through what's sold for the week. But I've also started to dive down into brands. I've broken down all the different categories of clothing so I can really start to see across my own data. And of course, a lot of this is available on eBay, that I can start to see what's working and what's not. And then I leverage that data to be able to start to run some analysis and start to make some better decision points around what brands are working or what brands are working in different categories. And then you can take it even a step further, but baby steps. I do highly recommend go check out that video. All right, so look, that's basically what the week has been. There's been a lot happening. We're going to dive into what's been selling for this week as well. And as you can see here up on screen, this is my new style of it. I've kind of, as a master category, combine things, but then if you want to see detailed view, I will show that after this as well. So as you can see, clothing and apparel has been the big win for the week. Then electronics, books, video games, toys, media, and collectibles. So books, it's been getting rid of a lot of stuff. Some people do ask me, why do I have a low cost of goods? Sometimes the low cost of goods here is because they're a consignment deal, and the cost of good doesn't occur until the item is actually processed and sold, because then I have to pay out via invoice the people that are on that consignment. And there's sometimes also, from a tax perspective as well, some items that don't show a cost of good, but they actually will be written off again at a certain point in time in the year, which means they will probably take a loss as well. Not going to go into detail of that. That will be something that I have a conversation around tax time, just to help clarify any confusion there. Now, here is another view of basically how I'm doing my categories. As you can see, I've got broken it down to like buttons, shirts, shorts, pants, jeans, skirts, books, jumpers, and then it keeps going and keeps going. And that way I can start to see what's working, what's not, and where we're seeing the trends as well. All right, so if we dive into actually, 4 cool items that have sold this week, and this was actually pretty cool. The first item was this Doom Collector's Edition, the Doom Trilogy. I picked this up from one of my local shops. I was just actually waiting for Carla to finish an appointment. I went in there, couldn't really find much, and I found this. It was $5, and I've been able to sell it for $79.75 within 3 days. Went international. I think it went to somewhere in Europe for $49.61 of profit after fees and postage. The next one, which was also pretty cool, I mean, I've sold a lot of these. I collect Zoids myself, but I do buy and sell them when I can. Zoids Fuses, volume 3.4. This one cost me $5.40. I was able to sell it for $69.93. This one's gone to the USA, and I've walked away with $44.09 after fees and postage. Top item number 3 for this week has been this FXD men's pants. FXD brand has been moving very, very quick over the last couple of weeks, simply because the weather's changing, and I've been selling a lot of shorts as well. But this pant cost me $10.50. I think it was from Savers, or it might have just been from one of my local shops. Got $70.60, and after fees and postage, we'll walk away with $40.16. And then the interesting, or probably the coolest item to move this week in terms of quick, and you haven't actually seen it, but it came out of a video that I've done with Cameron, which will probably be still another couple of weeks away. A Melbourne Storm NRL Premier Away jersey. This one cost me $10.94, and I was able to sell it for $70.60, and after fees and postage, walking away with $39.72. So pretty cool. In terms of everything for this week, we've done a total of 92 sales. We've done $3,135, just getting over my target, which is $3,077. Profit was $1,454. Cost of goods being $823. ASP $34, not as high as last couple of weeks. Average cycle time though was 34 days, meaning I've been selling stuff a lot quicker, and that's also because I've now moved some of my long tail items which just weren't paying up. such as the media and books. So that average cycle time has come down by about 3 times. Usually it was about 90 days. So yeah, pretty happy with this. Now, if there is anything else that I've forgotten to show, I'm going to quickly show you that right now. All right, team, welcome to Monday. We got Carla, and we've got a lot to go out. So we've got a total of 50 packages. We're at 41,100 and a few bundles here. We've got all of this as well. A lot of clothing, actually, the most clothing I've probably ever done. Got some toys. We've got a whole bunch of video games going out. Got some tapes. There is some books. Got some nice cool jackets. This Stassi jacket. We've got the Billabong jacket corduroy going out, and we've also got this Macpac jacket going out. There is a Lee jacket here somewhere under all this. Practical nursing. Some books. We've got a Mac in there. We've also got an iPod in there. Yep, pretty good. So didn't take too long to get all this out together, actually, but majority of clothing, it makes it quite easy. I'm going to have to actually improve the process, because finding a better way to be able to pull all the SKUs as close as possible to each other. Never had to really deal with that before. New problems as you grow, and it's a good problem. Right, let's pack it up, babe.
Let's do it. Let's do this.
Let's do it. And then afterwards, we're starting to sort books. Woohoo! All right, team, I'm going to do a quick little pick, pack, and post as well. We've only got 6 items going out. We're still on 41,000. We've got some Dragon jeans, some shirts. This guy I picked up the other day at my local op shop for $5, and it's gone for 79 buckaroos. Be on the lookout for this bad boy. And now we're going to pack. Let's do it. All right, so yes, back to it. It is now time to pick, pack, and post, but we've already done that because I forgot to film, so we've already packed all the orders. But there's a total of 14 orders. We're back down to 40,702. Just a bunch of clothes going out. We've got some shirts. There were some jeans. I think there was a jacket in there. A couple of cameras as well. So we've already done that, but there is a couple of Pokemon card lots that are going out now from last night's giveaway. So thank you everyone that has gotten involved and got to hang out, and a few people won a few goodies here, so congratulations. Grumpy Granny got some goodies there too. So I'm going to get these out now as well, and then we're going to be doing some sorting of some books again, and hopefully get a lot of this all cleared out. And then still got to do this side, and then the next focus is to bring in the clothing and get this so it's full of clothing. Actually, that's the plan, so let's do it. Alright folks, it is Friday, and here at the shop just doing some sorting of books and stuff. So all of these have now all sold. Also sold all of these, and now I'm just making up a few other bundles. So I've just been making up some different fantasy bundles and Star Wars bundles and other little bundles and bits and bobs in here. A few other ones in here as well. And now I'm just about to get all this prepped for some photos to go into a big bulk deal. All of this, all of this. There's a few little odds and ends in here, and then we've got all of this, all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4 tubs, and then I think I've got another 6 tubs at home. That's actually unsorted, and then there's probably a few other things which I'm not yet aware of. So still got a fair bit to do. There's even more under there as well. So starting to put these into tubs to take home to make room so that all this can come out next week, and move in all of the rest of the clothing from the other unit next door. So really just showing you the quick update, because I'm going to do the work, and then well, I'll show you the end results as we progress, whether it's this week or next week. And then I got to do, I think we've got 6 orders that I'll probably just do before the weekend. What do we got? We got checking this real time. Yeah, we've got 5 orders to go out. We're back down to 40,500. It's been very, very quiet this week, but I'm happy with that, so I'll show you that in a minute. All right, team, all done. Wasn't able to get all the books out, so I'm gonna have to come back with some more tubs to do this next week. But this one can start to come out, and I've actually, as I said, I've still got more books at home, so once I have them all, I can consolidate and do one big advertisement. If anyone is interested in buying over 500 books, it's probably between 500 and 1,000 books, hit me up, because hey, maybe I haven't sold it by then and you might be in for luck. Won't be asking for much. I mean, it won't be cheap as chips either, but could be anywhere between 50 cents to $1 a book. So yeah. Now I'm going to put this, all this is getting picked up on Monday. Bring that in here, so it's the first thing I can pull out. And happy days. Let's rock and roll. So there you go, that has been the week. Very busy, very interesting. Still lots to do over the next coming weeks. Just small things, detailed things, behind the scenes things, but also actually at the shop and actually, in the space and shuffling, shelving and getting things ready to be better, not just for my worker, but just for me and the actual business itself. So, lots happening, lots of ambition. If anyone has any questions, comments, chuck them down below. More than happy to answer any questions and continue the conversation. Appreciate you being here. You have a wonderful day, and do let me know, what are you working on in your business to help your business grow. Appreciate you. Cheers.